Alright, it is Christmas. Christmas is here. The day I'm recording this is December 24th. This will be probably uploaded tomorrow, I would think. I'm going to be editing tonight as well. So this should be up tomorrow on Christmas Day. So I hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas. It's Jesse Almeida here. And I'm sorry for no uploads last month. I've had a lot going on. I promise you guys, nothing can go right for me. Just seriously, nothing can go right for me. Something happened in my family. A family emergency happened last month, and I had to take some time off because of that. And also, I had an accident that happened last month as well that ruined my computer. My original computer that I normally edit my videos on got ruined. So now I couldn't upload at all. I couldn't do anything on that. Nothing right now for the computer that I'm using. It's only for school. It's only for school, checking on YouTube updates or whatever. I can't even record on my computer that I'm using right now because it's like a gajillion years old. And I don't have a video editing thing on here. So I'm recording on my phone right now. And video is going to be uploaded through my phone. So today, Mike is not here, obviously, as you guys see, but today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys our top 5 moments of 2021 for the channel, for the website, whatever you want to say. This is going to be a top 5 video for the year, just to wrap up the year for our channel. We might do a top 5 for the sports teams in general, but I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. Once my computer gets fixed, we are going back to weekly videos. I will say that we will go back to weekly videos once my computer gets fixed. So I would say that will start next year in January, the weekly videos. So that will be happening. If you guys want to see more content, leave a like down below. Subscribe right now. If you guys are new, you already know what to do. Go check out our website, beantowntakes.com. Link is in the description down below. If you guys want to donate to us, go check that out. That Venmo account is in the description as well. Anything helps us. We appreciate all the love and support all year long. We gained so many subscribers. I think when I came back, I was at around 90 subscribers. We are now at about 180, so we doubled our subscriber count from when I first came back. So we did really well this year, and also we did a lot of great content this year. We also had a lot of memories, so let's break down the top 5 moments from our 2021 season here on YouTube. Alright, so to kick things off at the number 5 spot for the year, I'm going to have to go with the very first upload that I ever came back to YouTube. Well, I shouldn't say ever came back to. This was the first time I came back from YouTube, I should say, from my very long break that I had. This was a very interesting upload, I should say, because like we didn't have much edits or whatever on there, and we just wanted to experiment what our podcast would look like going forward. And honestly, I would say for the very first upload back, it was a very big success. Even though the view count wasn't great, because like obviously people were like, wait a minute, Jesse uploaded again? Well, back in the day I was called Slugging Your Pitch 05, so maybe some people were like, oh, Slugging Your Pitch 05 uploaded? He hasn't uploaded in like 2 years. He's back. It was very great to come back to YouTube. I really enjoyed YouTube in my short stint back in 18 and 19, and even when I was recording 2K videos back in the day. If you are an OG, you know that. So going back to YouTube was one of the best moments of the year for me. And honestly, I should say the first podcast we've ever uploaded to YouTube. It was great to add on my buddy to this brand, to this journey, to have a little fun with this, and to possibly grow into the future as well with this. I'm hoping to be able to do this for a very, very long time. I had a great year doing it. We've uploaded a lot of articles this year. A lot of great hits on the articles. I've gotten a lot of great feedbacks on them as well. I got a lot of good feedbacks on the podcast that we do, saying like we're funny, we're interesting, or whatever. This was a moment where I was like, okay, we can definitely make something out of this. So in this first podcast, we definitely talked about the Red Sox offseason, how they got rid of Jackie Bradley Jr., and at the time that it was the right decision to get rid of Jackie Bradley Jr., why they got rid of Jackie Bradley Jr., and also who are on our radar in spring training whatsoever. For the Bruins, we were talking about Alexander Ovechkin, gut checking Trent Frederick. That was a tongue twister right there. Bruins doing well at the moment because they were in the toughest division whatsoever. And also about the Celtics struggling. That became to be a theme going on later on in the podcast, in future podcasts as well. And also the Patriots. We've talked about, I believe, Brady versus Belichick and how Brady showed that the Patriots did not need to win through the Bill Belichick way. They could have won regularly, like having fun, just like how Brady did in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers season in his first year. So I would say my podcast for the first one I've ever uploaded was our number 5 moment of the year, because I was back. I was back to recording. I was back on YouTube, and that was a fun video to record, just simply because it led to other things going forward. Episode 1, Beantown Takes Podcast at number 5. Coming in at the number 4 spot, man, there's going to be a lot of vlogs coming in this top 5 countdown right here. For the number 4 spot, I'm going to have to go with a video that happened later on the next month, I should say, I believe. And that is my very first game back in Boston. My very first game back in Boston was the Buffalo Sabres against the Boston Bruins. Me and my dad both attended this game. It was the second game, I believe, with fans in attendance in Boston. And honestly, it was expensive as hell. I'm not gonna lie. It was at least $300 per ticket, because everybody was itching to be back at the Garden. Everybody was itching to just be back at a sporting event in general. And I literally just uploaded to our website an article of fans returning to the arenas. So I had to get coverage of one of their first games back in Boston, and boy, it was a good one. It was a decent battle. Darth Vladar was in net for the Bruins. Obviously now he's gone. And it was a very good performance by the Bruins for the most part. I mean, they looked sluggish in the beginning, obviously, because let's just face it. I mean, right off the gate, it's going to be weird with fans back in the arena or whatever. But the Bruins scored 3 goals in this game, I believe. One of them was from Matt Grzelcyk, I believe. Matt Grzelcyk had a slap shot in the second period, I want to say, and it was on a delayed power play too, so that was crazy. And and also I want to mention too that this was the very first time that I recorded a game at the Garden. For the Bruins, I should say, at least for the Bruins, I should say, this was the very first Bruins game that I have ever recorded on YouTube. I used to be doing Celtics and the Red Sox, so doing a Bruins game was very, very different for me. Charlie McAvoy scored as well, and then Nick Ritchie scored the final goal, I believe, right? It was Craig Smith. It was Craig Smith who scored the final goal because he did the Cam Newton celebration at the end. Now I remember it. The final score was 3-2. The Bruins won the game. I had very good seats for this game, and it was the very first vlog that I recorded back on YouTube, and it was also the very first Bruins game that I ever recorded on my YouTube channel, and it was the first game video that I ever put on our website. First Bruins game back, easily number 4. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have another Bruins video. Yes, we do have another Bruins video right now. We have the first game, full capacity at TD Garden, game 1 of round 2 against the New York Islanders and the Boston Bruins. What a video this was. What an unbelievable video this was. Just getting the fans' reactions, getting a full crowd, the first full crowd back at TD Garden. It was unbelievable. It was insane. I think it was actually the very first day that full capacity was allowed in Boston in general. The Red Sox just played that day. It wasn't full capacity, but they played at full capacity. I'll put that in quotation marks early on in the day, and then it was the Bruins who were at full capacity, and they were absolutely full. It was loud. It was energetic. Pastrnak scored a hat trick. Taylor Hall scored. McAvoy scored. The Bruins won the game 5-2. It was an unbelievable game. It was one that I will never, ever forget. And it, honestly, I would say this was a top 3 game all time I've ever been to for the Bruins. Putting behind the comeback against the Maple Leafs and the Stanley Cup Final Game 3 in 2011. This is literally right behind that, I would say, because of how energetic the arena was all night long. Even when they scored, they just booed the hell out of the New York Rangers. The energy just didn't stop all night long. And honestly, I would say analytics-wise in the video, found 10,000 views. That's very good. That's very good. Everybody loved the video. And honestly, I took in consideration some of the comments that I've gotten back when I was on my break, saying that don't do too much music, don't do too much edits, make it pure, make it authentic. And honestly, you guys loved the vlogs being authentic, and I just went authentic throughout the rest of the time. So I would say you guys love the videos, you guys love the vlogs, and I am glad to say that more vlogs are going to be coming soon, guys. More vlogs are coming soon, especially in January. I got at least a couple of them coming for you guys. 155 likes as well on that video, too. You guys loved that video. And honestly, I did, too. I had a great time editing that video. Easily number 3 moment of the year for me. TD Garden back at full capacity. Coming in at the number 2 spot of the 2021 season for the channel and for the website, I'm going to have to go with Brady returning to New England. That was easily the number 2 moment of the year for me. It was insane. It was just insane. The atmosphere there too as well. Brady returning to New England for the first time as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Obviously, the pricing of the seats were going to be high. I went by myself to this game. It was insane. They were chanting for Brady. Well, before the game, I should say. Then when the game started, they booed him. I have my feelings on that, but they booed him. The energy was just erupting all night long. The Patriots actually played good, too, I would say. They honestly probably played better than the Buccaneers. I'm going to admit it. They probably played better than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because their offense looked decent for the most part. It was raining, though, so maybe that had something to do with it as well. Hunter Henry scored a touchdown. Jonnu Smith scored a touchdown. Brady had a drive where Brady had a couple of great plays, but he didn't throw a touchdown. He got one into the end zone by handing it off, I believe it was to Ronald Jones. But the final score of this game was 19-17. And that night, too, the Red Sox just clinched a wild card spot for the playoffs. And, man, it was a great night in Boston sports that night as Brady was returning to New England. And then the Red Sox were clinching a spot in the playoffs. That was a great night. And honestly, that might have been a top 5 moment of the year for me in terms of everything. Like, not just sports, not just my channel, not just my website, but in terms of everything, this might be right there at the top. Because at the number one spot, it was insane, and it was just so unexpected. And honestly, it was so great, and it was so hilarious at the same time. The number 1 spot is just insane. Tom Brady returning to New England just barely gets behind this moment. So Brady returning to New England is at number 2. And honestly, because this moment got cut out, I'm going to put this moment in there as well. This is going to be an honorable mention, I would say. And that is Game 1 of the American League Divisional Series. Man, what a game this was. I would say it was at least 5 hours long. It was a long game. It was one of the longest games I have ever been to. I believe it was one of the longest games in postseason at Fenway Park. It was one of the longest postseason games at Fenway Park. I think it was either number 3 or 2 longest of all time at Fenway Park. Kyle Schwarber hit a home run. Kike Hernandez was on fire the whole series long. So he hit a homer in this game as well. The final score was the Red Sox winning this game and going up in the series 2-1. Christian Vasquez hit a bomb to win the game. I can't get the score for you off the top of my head because I'm going through the video right now as we speak. But I believe the final score was 5-4. I believe it was 5-4. It was either 5-4 or 6-4. You guys can correct me in the comment section down below. But this was easily an honorable mention, and there was a lot of good moments for this channel. It was so hard to pick for me, so that's why I'm giving this one an honorable mention. But number 1 was insane. Number 1 was just insane. And coming in at the number 1 spot of the 2021 season for the channel, for the website, for whatever, for me at least, it's gotta be the wild card game. Oh my god, what a hilarious night, and what a fantastic night that was as well. I got to laugh at my buddy all night long because he was obviously a Yankee fan. He was rooting for the Yankees. He was predicting the Red Sox to lose brutally. He was predicting Cole to throw a shutout. He was predicting the Yankees to move on. And man, was he completely dead wrong about that take as well. And honestly, I got to rag on him all night long. And also, my favorite player homered in this game as well. Bogaerts homered. Bogaerts homered to dead center, took Garrett Cole deep, a.k.a. the Kermit the Frog. It was unbelievable. Fenway was rocking all night long. The city of Boston, after the game, was going nuts. Music was loud. Mike looked like a clown because the Yankees lost. He was dead silent after the final out in this one. And I, obviously, as you see here, I was dancing around, happy as hell because I was able to go to one more game after that one. I looked at Mike here, and then, yeah, you could see his face. You could see his face all night long after that. He was in straight up pain. I made some funny memes, obviously, including this one right here. Suck! Yankees suck! Hey! Goodbye!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because
Yeah, this was a very fun night. Kyle Schwarber homered as well. Nate Eovaldi pitched extremely well in this one. Nate Eovaldi pitched well all night long, and he just pitched well all postseason long as well, I should say. And this was easily the number 1 moment right here. And also, I learned in the Patriots video that I was going to the game as well. That I was going to the wild card game. Mike called me up saying that we were in, and thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike, for, in my opinion, the video of the year. Even though, view-wise, it wasn't the video of the year. But in terms of how hilarious it was, the entertainment, the energy in the ballpark, the rivalry we can add on there. You know what I mean? You're getting the point. Words doesn't describe how great this moment was, how great this video was. It just doesn't describe it. It was out of a storybook, I should say. Yankees, Red Sox, wild card, 1 game elimination. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Red Sox win. Yankees lose. Mike clown. Me put the crown on my head because I am the king at predictions, and easily number 1 spot of the year, no doubt about it. Even though it was not the best viewed video, it is still the number 1 moment of 2021. So there you have it. That's our top 5 moments of the year or top 6, however you want to put it, because I added the honorable mention in there. Top 6, top 5 moments of the 2021 season for the channel here and for the website. I appreciate all the love and support that we've gotten all year long. We can get Mike's top 5 if you really want that. Leave a like down below. If you want his top 5 for the 2021 season, leave a like down below. I'll have him do his own video. I will edit it up for him, obviously. And we can see where we meet, where we differ, whatever. If you guys want that, leave a like down below. Subscribe right now if you're new. You already know what to do. Go check out our website, beantowntakes.com. Link is in the description down below. Also, if you guys want to donate to us, our Venmo account is in the description as well. Anything helps us, guys. We appreciate you guys all year long. We appreciate all the love and support that we have gotten. And we got 2 vlogs coming for you guys very, very soon, along with a podcast when my computer gets fixed. We got to get a chance to have Mike explain himself for predicting the Patriots to go under 500. That is coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.